It's now playing at the Ottawa Little Theatre. It is called The Unexpected Guest. It's a thrilling mystery written by Agatha Christie, directed by Alain Chamsi. Who's that guy? Well, he joins us right now. Hello, Alain. How are you?
Hey, good, thanks. Yourself?
Nice to have you here. I'm good. Now, this is going until July 28th. Not to be outdone, very cool name. Dylan is with us. Dylan Barnabe. And you are an actress. You're in The Unexpected Guest.
Yes.
The name of your character is, Warwick?
Laura Warwick.
Laura
yes.
Warwick? Yeah. Okay, so what's Laura Warwick all about?
She is the wife of the deceased.
Uh-oh.
Yes, so the curtain opens and she is holding the gun. And
Did you do it?
That is left to be seen.
I'm glad you didn't answer that right out of the top here. Alain, so you're a first-time director with the Ottawa Little Theatre.
Correct.
But you've been directing for quite some time.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us about some of the other productions you've been a part of.
Sure. I've done work in 2 or 3 different theatres in Ottawa, Canada Theatre, Lakeside Players, done some comedies, some Norm Foster. I don't know if you're familiar with Norm Foster.
Yeah.
He's wonderful. People love him. So we've done some Norm Foster work. Last year I was very fortunate that we did a show called Equivocation, and we got nominated for Best Show of the Year. So that was really exciting. Didn't win, but it was wonderful to be nominated.
Definitely. Now the history of the Ottawa Little Theatre, so it's been around for quite some time.
Over 100 years.
100 years.
We celebrated 100 years about 6 years ago, and it's been an institution. It's mostly run by volunteers. It burnt down once. It's got a ghost. I don't know if you're familiar with Martha the ghost.
Like a for real ghost?
Oh, people say that they've felt Martha. So there's been this tradition that Martha's around, and so we have a ghost, and we're very proud of it, and very proud of everything else at the theatre. The theatre has been a great location.
Yeah.
It's been renovated over the last 5 years. Brand new seats, brand new everything, and it welcomes patrons. And we've been selling out every show this week, which was wonderful.
Dylan, have you ever felt the ghost of Martha?
No, but some lights have turned on and off that we can't explain.
Okay, well that's good. So, Alain, tell us a bit about the whole synopsis. What's this play all about?
So, as Dylan was explaining, there's a murder, and an unexpected guest, a stranger walks in because his car crashed outside of the house, and discovers this murder and finds Dylan, Laura Warwick, holding the gun. And basically, he doesn't really want anything to happen to her because she's an attractive woman, and he doesn't want her to end up spending the rest of her days in jail. So he tries to cook up a story that'll actually, make sure that she's not the person. But we don't know who the person is. We don't know what's going on, and we have to figure it out. So there's lots of layers, as always. Lots of suspects, lots of everything.
Is it difficult to prepare for an Agatha Christie show?
It's important to be able to determine where the stress is and at what point you start giving away information for people to start figuring it out. Because there's a lot, as I said, there's a lot of layers, a lot of different potential killers, and we see that every one of them at one point or another comes along, and you go, that's the killer. That's the killer. So you want to basically keep the suspense going as long as possible, and yet provide all the clues for people to be able to work it out. Because if you miss things, and if there's things that don't get revealed properly, then we're going to have some issues, and you're going to go, I must have missed something somewhere.
How did that come to be?
Yeah.
All right. So, Dylan, volunteer run. A lot of volunteers making this happen. How many volunteers would you say took part in this production?
15, 20?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why is it so important to have these volunteers on board?
It makes all the difference in the world. It's really impressive to see everybody coming together out of the goodness of their own hearts, taking the time out of their busy schedules to really put something together and put on a great production that the community is really loving. We've been having some great reactions, and it's just really teamwork, and it's really, really nice to see.
It's good. Good community, family.
You build relationships, too.
Yeah.
Some of the people that have worked with me on this show, I've worked with before. They've come from Canada Theatre to help me out, and we've found new people that I've never worked with before that have been so instrumental in doing everything that needs to happen. It's really incredible. And they even think about things before I even have a chance to request them. So awesome.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So how have the crowds been so far?
Really great. Yeah, they've the best is kind of seeing people put it together slowly, and the actual audible exclamations that audience members have when they've realized who's done it or who they think have done it. And there's some great laughs that we've been getting. So it's really interesting to see people interpret it for themselves.
Okay, so this is taking place until July 28th, Ottawa Little Theatre. Now, Alain, I have to ask you because you also have a 2018-19 season.
Correct.
Already out there?
Already out there.
Wow.
It's been advertised. We've actually started rehearsals on the first show, and we have auditioned for the second show. So Ottawa Little Theatre always has 2 shows on the go at all times. So the first show is Sylvia. It opens in September. If you ever wanted to see a show about a dog, and it's actually a human person that plays the dog. It's wonderful. It's a brilliant show, and we have a great actress playing Sylvia. I think everybody should come and see it. And then the second show has already been cast this past weekend, actually, and they keep going. Two shows at a time, and when we're out the door, the next show will be starting to mount.
Wow, that's exceptional to be a part of all the excitement.
Yes.
The busyness of Ottawa Little Theatre. Dylan and Alain, thank you very much for being here today. Alain, best way to get tickets to this production until the 28th?
OttawaLittleTheatre.com.
Yeah.
And all the information's on site. You can order your tickets directly on the spot. You can choose your seats. It's a really good system.
All right, there you go. I don't think you did it, by the way. You don't look guilty. She couldn't possibly be guilty. We've got more daytime coming up in moments right here on Rogers TV.